Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good
Good
evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Rita, I've seen your messages and the excitement just now. So, if you are too much involved in other activities, you miss
I totally understand.
responsibilities. So today it was bang on everything on the school. So
No, and it's going to be a very
Just-
positive thing. It's a good start, and others are also catching up. So there are a whole lot of run-throughs these people have done, and I'm sure they'll do a good
oh,
job.
they,
It was so heartwarming to hear all these children.
that's so good.
So the
That's the best
coordinator of
part.
the day, you want us to go offline till 5 o'clock? We'll follow your
Yeah,
your
exactly.
whatever you have
5
to say.
o'clock we start.
No, that's perfectly fine for us. Perfectly fine. I mean, it feels like a family, sitting
Yes.
together, sharing.
Okay.
Just
You
to
just
have,
take your Anupam, you can just take your quick roll call of people.
yeah, sure, ma'am.
You do that. That's most important.
Yes, that's most important. GD Goenka, ready? Are you
Thumbs up,
there?
GD
All of
Goenka.
thumbs up, thumbs
Yes,
up.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, RGS.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, IPS.
Yes, ma'am.
RGS.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then DPS GBN.
Yes, ma'am.
Yadu.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Great.
members, right? All members.
SM Shetty.
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. We are here.
Anupam, we have good numbers of participants, so we will start bang on at 5.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yes, definitely. It's 3 minutes to go, and we are very excited. Arav, Arav
Yeah,
is
right,
here?
ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Arav is
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
How
you.
can we miss the keynote
Yeah,
speaker?
exactly. No, we didn't miss it.
This is the first time I'll hear him live. I've only seen his recorded, so I'm very excited to hear Arav.
So we are, ma'am. So we are.
Thank you, ma'am.
क्या बोल रहा है?
माइक ऑफ है क्या?
अरे तुम सुन रही है ना?
Can we please mute ourselves?
ईयरफोन लगा लो तो.
To all the goalkeepers who are presenting today, please keep your cameras on while you speak. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
So it's 1 minute to go.
Anupam, you can make me host in case somebody's mic keeps alive in between. I can switch it off from my end.
I do that. I'll just check it. Charu ma'am, can you help me out in this? Please make Rita ma'am the co-host. I'm not sure.
Pardon, what you want, ma'am?
Ma'am, can you make Rita ma'am the co-host?
Let me try. She's a presenter already.
Okay. All right. Rita ma'am, you're on mute. Okay, let's start. Yeah. It's a celebration of our year-long journey with Rise Up for SDGs, right? And happy birthday, SDGs. With yesterday's scintillating birthday bash of SDGs, it's time for us to present the birthday gifts, the birthday presents. Gifts in the form of awareness, actions, and witness changes around us. A warm greetings to everyone. I am Anupam Sharma, SDG Ambassadors from Indirapuram Public School, Indirapuram. Today is the first day of giving birthday presents to SDGs, and we are feeling lucky to present it for the first time. And we are the first one who got the opportunity to present the gifts. It's a proud moment for all of us that few new schools are joining this infectious chain of positive actions and who have pledged to move ahead with SDGs. And I must say, this is the impact that Rise Up for SDGs have created. This conference has been initiated by Ms. Paramjit Kaur, Principal KNPS Fagwara, and felicitated by Ms. Rita Singh, Director Indrapuram Group of Institutions, and Ms. Bushra Naqvi, Lyceum School, Lahore, Pakistan. And I'm honored to get this opportunity to present the SDGs journey of these young goalkeepers from the team Guardians. Yes, we are the team Guardians. It's a celebration of our year-long journey with Rise Up for SDGs, the transformation that have taken place during this. Congratulations to each one who has contributed tremendously towards the success of the program. Today's presentation will focus on the joy of learning by participating in Rise Up for SDGs, experiences of the students, what does SDGs mean to them, what are the future plans, and what changes they plan to bring in their own lives, families, and community. Let me take this opportunity to invite our keynote speaker, a 13-year-old SDG for Children ambassador, Arav Seth, to share his journey and encourage the young goalkeepers to continue working with same passion as they have shown while participating in Rise Up for SDGs. Over to you, Arav.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. First of all, let me share my screen, everyone.
Yeah.
Could you tell me if you can see my screen?
Yeah, Arav, I can see.
Yeah, great. So, hi everyone, and today I'm out of state, and today I'm going to tell you all about my green journey. First of all, I would like to thank you, Rise Up for SDGs, for inviting me to this event and giving me an opportunity to speak about my work. I'm out of state, a 13-year-old student activist of Class 8 from Delhi NCR. I'm an ordinary kid with an extraordinary vision to save our environment. I've made a mission of saving the earth for my future generations to come by planting more and more trees and avoid using plastic. I think enough is said than done for saving our environment. Now is the time to take action to ensure clean air and clean water for my and future generations to come. It is possible only when each one teach one to plan one. Yeah, just a minute, actually, something. Yeah. You can see the screen, right? You can see my screen, right?
No, Arav. No.
Okay, I don't know, like, there was a glitch in the window. Yeah, now can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Yeah. So,
Camera
great.
on.
In the age of internet, I'm using the medium of social media for promoting awareness about the pressing issues of the environment through my blogs, my YouTube channel Unearth, and my Twitter handle. My compassion for trees drives me to plant trees every weekend. For me, it is not only about planting trees, but actually someone else is sharing the content. So that's why some.
Charu, for once we have children as the spectators and audience. So all these kinds of problems will come up. So I think you'll have to mute all except Arav. Otherwise, this problem we'll keep having. Because this is the show for the children. So a lot of children have been invited. And all kinds of people trying to, out of not knowing what to do with the
Arav
screen, they
is
would do
sharing the
this.
screen, or other kids would be sharing?
Arav
Yeah,
is sharing the screen, but somebody else is trying to change share screen in between, so he's getting cut off.
yeah, that's.
Yeah, that I understood. But after Arav, other students would also be sharing the screen.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So then to change the setting would be a little, because
I'll tell you what, for now, you change for everybody. I will just text you. Anupam will just text you who all will be in the order.
okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
This is learning for everyone. With children as spectators, all kinds of things will happen today.
Yeah, yeah, like again, someone is sharing.
Now someone else is doing COVID-19 is all children who are trying to do all this.
Yeah, I'll share.
Arav, you
Please
do
for
it
now, if you
by the
mute
time
in,
I change the settings.
yeah, for
Sure.
everyone except for Arav, yeah.
Yeah, I'll continue then. So now can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So my compassion for planting trees drives me to plant trees every weekend. For me, it is not only about planting trees, but also watering them, cleaning the trash from the plantation area regularly. And along with my team, I've planted more than 4,000 trees in Delhi NCR as of now. I've also made a rule in my life to give plants on the birthdays of my friends, and I also motivate my parents too to give plants on their relatives' birthdays and anniversaries. Till date, I've distributed more than 3,500 plants. Inspired by this thoughtful gesture, many of my friends have started gifting plants on the uh, special occasions of their own friends and relatives. I've also contributed in the Clean Yamuna Drive and Clean Hindon Drive in Delhi and Ghaziabad, respectively. Being a young environmentalist, I aspire and inspire many individuals to change their mindset by taking baby steps to contribute towards the well being of our Mother Earth. In 2021, I got the opportunity to be the child ambassador of SDG Chopal and ambassador of SDGs for Children. I also secured the first position in the Forest Marshal contest organized by FOBA, which provides several services in environmental conservation and efforts towards attainment of UN SDGs on concerning the environment. I've also been conferred with the GEC Young Changemaker Award by Crowdera, a fee-free global online fundraising platform for non-profits and social innovators serving individuals and communities. Crowdera helps fundraisers to build meaningful engagement, spread their messages, and expand their donor base to increase their overall funding and impact. I'm honored to receive the Environmental Savior Recognition Award by Navpravat Jan Seva Sansthan, NPJSS, for the second time in the honor of Professor G.D. Agarwal on the occasion of World Youth Day. NPJSS is a non-profit voluntary organization which focuses on social issues. Yeah, again, someone is sharing the screen. Now, can you see it again?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
You can see.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. So in 2021, I, along with my friend Shreyatuli, established Veer Ashukadir Foundation, a non-profit organization which aims to tackle numerous social and environmental issues through these initiatives: Sunday for Secure Future, Helping Hands, and She Hygiene. Let us go through the work done by these initiatives and their impacts. Sunday for Secure Future is a movement to encourage everyone to take at least one climate action each Sunday. We ourselves are committed to planting trees every Sunday as a part of this movement. Under S4SF, we have carried out plantations in societies, road dividers, Yamuna River bank, and other sites as well. So far, we have planted more than 1,000 trees as of now. We plant trees on birthdays, death anniversaries of someone's known one as well. We have received an overwhelming response from states of India as well as from countries across the globe. She Hygiene focuses on distributing biodegradable sanitary pads to girls who cannot afford to buy this basic necessity. We also educate them about menstrual hygiene and its importance in biological processes. Under She Hygiene, we have been conducting drives throughout the pandemic, providing 100% compostable sanitary pads to over 200 women and girls every month who struggle to practice safe and healthy menstrual hygiene. People are impressed with the work we are doing under this initiative and have donated huge sums of money for procurement of the sanitary pads. We are also collaborating with a brand to buy eco-friendly sanitary pads for our drives. As pandemic hit all of us harshly during these testing times, we initiated a helping hands to help the underprivileged children. We approached our neighborhood by distributing pamphlets to callers for collection of books, board games, clothes, footwears, etc. from their doorsteps, which are in usable conditions. We then distributed these items among the underprivileged kids. Through Helping Hands, we have provided 400 used books, board games, footwears, and even food to over 150 children as of now. We have tied up with schools who educate underprivileged kids to provide them with such necessities every month. People themselves are calling us to pick up their used items for the donations. These children now have resources to educate themselves, entertain themselves, and to enhance their own skills. There was extreme scarcity for underprivileged people to feed themselves during the pandemic. This Helping Hands also distributed to help many of our fellow distributed food to help many of our fellow citizens who were in dire need. If you want to be a part of the change and contribute on the ground level with us, then please fill the membership form. The link for the membership form will be in the chat box after the presentation. I've also come up with a podcast series, Ring the Bell, to alarm the present for the future, to make people aware about climate issues present in our society by interviewing those people who are forerunners in finding solutions towards a healthier earth. This has brought me wonderful opportunities to interview inspirational personalities like Eric Solon, who is former executive director of UNEP and former Norwegian politician. He is also the member of the National Green Party of Norway. Gerald Courtney, who is the fellow member of the Royal Canadian Geographical Society and an expert on the politics of climate crisis, and many other activists who are cognizant in their respective fields. The link to my podcast will be in the chat box after the presentation. I work for the betterment of nature because I feel the destruction caused to it by us. We have deforested jungles, polluted the water, toxified the air, and enslaved animals without even realizing that it is the nature which gives us all the resources to fully live our lives, and we cannot survive without it. Keeping the destruction of nature in my mind, I've realized what has been done can't be undone, but what we can still contribute to is nothing less than taking personal actions, spreading awareness. Yeah, again, I think someone interrupted my presentation. Just now, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Can't be undone, but what we can still contribute to is nothing less than taking personal actions, spreading awareness, and demanding global action by global leaders for a better future. And you all might be wondering what you all can do. Well, someone is again like interrupting presentation.
Tanisha, may I request all the audience, please do not share, please. It's a request, do not share your screen. Tanisha Chandran.
Ma'am, please make other students as attendees so that they can't share.
Uh,
Bache, we are doing it, but giving rights in between to Arush is becoming little challenge. Once Arush finish, then we are in the process. Let's please have little patience, okay?
please
Once he
do
finishes.
not play with your devices. Please, it's a request. See.
Yeah, like someone is still sharing, so I can only share after. Yes, yeah, I will share now.
No, we got to find solution before we move on. This will keep happening every minute. What's the point then? Let's switch off everybody's mic and video and just keep Arav's, and then Anupam, you can keep texting who will speak next, and then
I have already texted, yes.
Uh, So shall I start or shall I wait? Shall I start then?
Yes, yes.
Just continue from where you left.
Uh, So now you all might be wondering how you can contribute to such climate actions. Well, you all can do your bit just like me. Again, someone is sharing this.
Arav, I think you continue. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, actually, someone was sharing the screen. Yeah. So remember, we all have the power to change the world, but we need to utilize this power to bring a change. So before you jump into protecting nature, you need to feel the importance of nature it has in our lives. You can start by taking actions on your personal level, as well as by boycotting the use of single-use plastic, cleaning up a small patch of garbage on the street, etc. These small actions will soon turn into actions with a huge impact. Awareness is equally important as action. You need to make people aware about your work, and the best platform to start awareness is social media. Social media will connect you to other people and help them convince the cause we are working for. Now they can be a part of it, just the way I'm doing with you today. Hence, awareness is not only about educating people, but also making them a part of the cause you are working for. Together, by taking these simple steps, we can bring a change in our society for the better. Thank you, everyone, for listening to my presentation, and I hope that you gained a lot from it.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely, Arav. If we request all the audience, please do not interrupt the presentations. Do not interrupt. Please do not share it. Share your screens unless and until you are a presenter here. Thank you so much. And Arav, that was phenomenal. Your actions make you extraordinary, and you have been inspirational. So we have so much to learn from you. I'm sure that all those young change makers who are here, all the students who have joined us, they have a lot of things to learn from you. Moving ahead, let's invite our first goalkeeper who has been guided by Ambassador Ms. Dipali from GD Goenka Rohini to introduce herself and share their journey. Please stop sharing. We can see your hand.
Charu, if you can apply whatever you have to apply, conditions, then we start with the next participant.
Sanya is going to present.
Charu, what we will do is we will just note down the names and then we will check the URL and we will find out the computers from where these screens are coming up and then we'll report it to the respective principal. There is a way to find out whose screens were interrupted by when our screens were interrupted by which all students, and that we can find out the IP address of these, and I can help you with that, and we can find out where has this come from, which part of Delhi or which part of Bihar it has come from. We can find that out and we can share it with the respective school principals.
Yes.
Otherwise, unnecessary, the student agency, the main work that students wanted to do and who we wanted to influence, if it is not going to help us out, there's no point doing something like this for the students. After all, the students who are speaking today are like one of you and they've achieved so much. And this is minimum that we can do. In case you're not interested in SDGs, Bacho, you are welcome to just leave the group. In case you are here to learn something, get motivated, you're welcome to stay. We really are honored with your presence in case you're not really disturbing. And COVID-19, you have been earmarked as the most dangerous virus in any case. You don't have to make your presence felt every now and then. And your IP address has been noted and you have to watch out now. Your 2 days, next 3-4 days are going to be miserable. You made a life miserable. Let's continue.
Yes. So Arav, that was really fantastic. Your actions are really inspirational. And moving ahead, let's invite our first goalkeeper who has been guided by Ambassador Ms. Dipali from GD Goenka Rohini to introduce herself and share the journey.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Sanya.
Actually, I'm not having the right to share content.
You're not able to share the content?
Ma'am, the option of share content is not coming. It's showing that you're not allowed to do that.
Okay, Charu ma'am, can we make Sania the presenter?
Just a minute. Doing it.
Sania, come. Aravya also. Aravya is disturbing. We have to note down her ideas.
Yes, ma'am, I have it now.
Go ahead, Sania.
Ma'am, please confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Greetings to everyone. I, Sanya Gupta, am a representative and warrior from my school, Giri Goenka, Rohini, Sector 22. So before I begin with today's presentation, I would like to press upon the meaning and importance of sustainable development. As the name suggests, a sustainable form of development is essential for survival of present generations and future generations without hindering the needs and wants. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." But at our school, students are made to focus on the motto, "Be the change." Our future lies in the youth, and our school very well acknowledges its responsibility.
Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, shall I continue?
Yes, yes, please continue. Keep speaking, keep talking.
Our future lies in the youth, and our school very well acknowledges its responsibility to mend young minds in a direction positive for growth and future. The first step at our school was the creation of sustainable development groups where the students were designated as warriors. So, warriors, ma'am, it's showing that your screen is not being shared. Like, can you confirm?
It's sharing. We can see your screen, Vita.
Our warriors analyze the existing problems and the impact of those problems on the lives of the sufferers by conveying surveys and visits. This also made them empathize with their situations and motivated them to carry on their tasks diligently. So here are some glimpses of the activities carried out by our warriors. So first of all, we focused on poverty, the most gruesome problem of our country. We spread awareness through campaigns and e-poster competitions. We also motivated our peons and nannies to set up small-scale businesses and practice their traditional handicrafts after the school hours. Zero hunger. We made poor people cook for other poor people, thus providing both employment and food. Students were also sensitized to stop food wastage. Students were also sensitized to stop food wastage and distribute. Ma'am, someone is making.
You keep going, keep going, keep going. You'll find out. You keep going. Keep going, Sania.
Students were also sensitized to stop food wastage and distribute the excess in their immediate surroundings. During COVID, a lot of our warriors also distributed free meals to the people.
म्यूट करो आवाज आएगा म्यूट करो
Good health and well-being. Various online workshops were conducted for aerobics and yoga, and our school also became the vaccination center for COVID. And my personal favorite, various digital and mental health hygiene workshops were also conducted through online platforms. Clean water and sanitation. Our school has been distributing sanitary amenities like masks, gloves, sanitary napkins, etc. to the poor and underprivileged people. Our juniors were also sensitized with the importance of clean water, sanitation, and surroundings. Life below water. Our school has been a constant participant in collaboration with national NGOs in the Clean Yamuna Drive, and we aim at continuing the same once the pandemic is over. Life on land. Our warriors have been feeding cats, dogs, cows, and other stray animals, and we've also conducted various tree plantation drives and other poster making competitions. I would now like to share my personal experience. So, I personally love nature and animals, and SDG 15 is my favorite. We've also started celebrating the birthdays of the employees in my father's office. I would like to share my experience and also thank Rise Up for SDGs for providing me and my fellows with this opportunity to become better citizens. Little did we know all what was going on in our immediate surroundings. And actually, after going down to the grassroots level, seeing the problems the people are facing, and then doing something and seeing those happy faces, we felt guilty of being unaware till date. Thank you for making us better citizens and take a stand for our better surroundings.
Fantastic, Sanya. And I'm sure the efforts you and your school have been doing, they are making a bigger impact on the community. That was really fantastic.
And ma'am, I would also like to share our future plans. So our school has planned to make a solar panel system in the school, and we are also about to adopt an underprivileged village in the nearby area and sensitize all our juniors to carry on the same efforts.
That's great. That's great.
Thanks.
Next, I invite the goalkeepers who have been guided by Ambassador Ms. Sonal Singh Pambar from DPS Gautam Budh Nagar, Noida. Ready?
I would need permission to share. All right, I got it.
Sustainable development is the pathway to the future we want for all. Quote unquote, Ban Ki-moon. Greetings to everyone. Today I, Namya Lakhanpal,
And I, Lavanya Jain,
from Delhi Public School, Gautam Budh Nagar, are here to give a presentation on the importance of sustainable development goals and the implementation of the same. SDGs are very important because of various reasons. They inculcate a sense of equality. We get a better standard of life, harmony and togetherness, increased longevity, and last but surely not the least, we get a clean and safe environment to live in. In 2012, the concept of sustainable development came into being, and there are 17 SDGs. SDG goals were introduced to us by our dear principal ma'am, who's had a very close association with Ms. Parampreet Kaur Dhillon from Jalandhar. We at DPS GBN have tried to incorporate some of these SDGs. I would gladly like to apprise you about our Vidya Kendra school. Vidya Kendra is an afternoon school for the underprivileged, where children are taught in the classrooms of our school and are given the same facilities and amenities, as well as all sorts of tangible support. Bal Sehog is a sister NGO of Vidya Kendra, and we DIP sites try to contribute as much as we can in the form of donation drives and also by spending quality time with the children here. Under SDG 5, which is gender equality, our school strongly believes in equal opportunities for all, whether it's the students in the student council or any other forum, as well as for the staff and faculty members. Under SDG 6 and 12, which is clean water and sanitation, our school provides clean drinking water in the school premises, as well as a sanitary pad vending machine in the washrooms. Along with this, we try to spread awareness by the posters present in the corridors. Under SDG 7, 12, and 13, we emphasize on energy conservation, and there are solar panels installed in the school. We try to use the energy generated by these solar panels so that we can reduce our carbon footprint. Some time back, a campaign for paper bags was initiated, wherein we students went to the vegetable vendors and nearby supermarkets and explained to them the importance of using paper bags as an alternative to plastic bags. Under SDG 7, we had a segregation of waste in the school. In segregation of waste, we have separate bins present in the school, and children are taught to separate the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste at their homes. One of the major projects of our school is the vermicomposting plant. But the scope of this project goes far beyond our school grounds. We teach children to compost at home. Although this is at a smaller scale, but it's definitely significant. After all, it's these small efforts that we make which will bring a big difference. Every year, a tree plantation drive is organized by the Interact Club of our school, where we dedicate it to a teacher on Teachers' Day. This is a glimpse of the scene. I would now like to request my dear friend Lavanya to take over to explain to you what we hope to achieve in the future to come.
Good evening, everyone. Under SDG 4, that is quality education, we plan to include SDGs in our curriculum. That is, the students will be taught the importance and relevance of the SDGs in various subjects. We also plan to expand Vidya Kendra in poverty-ridden areas by encouraging the domestic help to send their children to school. Under SDG 5, that is gender equality, we plan to host a menstrual hygiene workshop in the school for the underprivileged. From next session, we also plan to have universal uniforms, in which the uniform will not be confined to the gender. We also plan to have mixed sports teams in all sports, regardless of the genders of the students. Under SDG 12, that is responsible consumption and production, we plan to ban all plastic in school premises. We also plan to encourage our students to do the same at home. Under SDG 13, that is climate action, we plan to have an alumni tree in our school from next session. The juniors of the school will be taking care of the tree. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
That was fantastic, DPSGBN. Your commendable efforts. I'm sure the Vidya Kendra, is spreading a great message towards quality education. And vermiform composting is an excellent initiative. And I'm sure that all the small kids, all the younger kids, and we as adults, start practicing this at homes. Composting at home is a great, great practice. And it will reduce our carbon footprints as well, because we are trying to, make compost out of that biodegradable waste. That's fantastic. Moving ahead with the goalkeepers who have been guided by Ambassador Ms. Akanksha Sharma from Raghav Global School, Noida.
Is our screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, one and all. I am Rashi Vashish.
And I am Ritika Vashish.
And we are here from Raghav Global School. Today, we would like to raise a concern and spread awareness about something that is often neglected. The SDGs, that stand for Sustainable Development Goals, are what we are going to talk about today. Usually, when we talk about SDGs, some of us often wonder that what exactly are they? Well, let us make this clear. SDGs are a set of 17 interlinked global goals which encourage change in the society and the environment and are made to ensure a better future for the coming generation. Each goal has a unique motto. Now that we know what are SDGs, you must be wondering, what are we doing to promote the social cause? It would be my utmost pleasure to introduce you to the initiatives our school has taken and participated in to forge a better tomorrow. We are focusing on various SDGs and making it our motto to bring change and development around us. To begin with, our first initiative is to quit plastic. Under this initiative, we conducted workshops and collaborated with schools from other countries via video conferencing and discussed our ideas to reduce plastic waste and bring its substitutes to use. We also worked to aware people and reduce plastic waste to a great extent in our school. We worked on this mission to promote SDG 3, that is good health and well-being, SDG 4, that is quality education, SDG 12, that is responsible consumption and production, SDG 13, that is climate action, and at last, SDG 15, that is life on earth. In the previous few years, our school has participated in a worldwide competition named Techno-Asia. It is a global competition that encourages girls from all over the world to come together and create a mobile application on real-world problems. It emphasizes on educating girls and bringing more women into the field of IT. Our school created an application named LEG, which supports our little rainbow children and makes education easy and fun for them. We made that application to connect teachers and students from all over the world and learn concepts in a simple and easy way. In our app, we have connected with doctors and NGOs. We successfully promoted SDG 4 and SDG 10, and also by participating in Technovation, we supported women empowerment, thus promoting SDG 5, gender equality, and SDG 16, that is, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Plant Show is one of the many initiatives which our school took to reduce waste and bring greenery in our environment. As you all are aware that Noida organizes a fest every year where schools and people from all over India come together and arrange a small display to showcase their art through plants. Our school has also been participating in the Noida Plant Festival. Amazing, isn't it? All the students and teachers created beautiful and creative art pieces from waste plastic bottles, tires, broken chairs, glass bottles, etc. Moreover, we use the plants which students and teachers planted themselves in the school campus. At the fest, we also talked to the CEO of Noida Authority, Mrs. Ritu Maheshwari, and aware people who came to our display about the importance of reusing plastic and its worst effects on the environment. We successfully spread awareness about SDG 3, 4, 13, and 15. Our school also conducts donation drives on half-yearly basis, where students and people can come together and donate things like clothes, books, packed foods, etc. Then we take their donations to NGOs and help thousands of people. We also started a campaign under this initiative, namely the Kindness Jar, where all the students donate things in their locality and bring smile on people's faces. Through this, we are able to spread awareness about Goal 1, no coffee, and Goal 2, zero hunger. In our school campus, students and teachers plant various plants every month and vegetables as well to support food. We even have a place, namely Harit Pathshala, where we educate young minds about the importance of plants and trees. We distribute these vegetables amongst unprivileged and underprivileged people in rural areas near us and help spread awareness
Good evening,
about
ma'am.
zero hunger. Another one of many initiatives taken by our school is rainwater harvesting system. RGS has a rainwater harvesting plant where all the rainwater is collected and reused. The water collected is purified and reused in restrooms and as drinking water and to watering plants at our school. We successfully implemented and promoted SDG 3, 4, 6, 9, 11, and 12. Now I would like to invite my friend Ritvika to tell about her future plans.
To serve this planet and returning back its beauty is the greatest pleasure one can have. To work towards the formation of a better tomorrow, we have thought about various plans which we are going to implement in the coming few months. For example, our first initiative is Kartavya. Under this, we are spreading awareness about menstrual health and encouraging students to contribute to the society by giving sanitary pads. We have started a campaign under this initiative named Menstrual Monday, wherein students donate sanitary pads and we make packages and distribute them amongst the unprivileged and underprivileged women living in rural areas and aware them about menstrual health and hygiene. Starting from a smaller scale, we are working to extend it to further masses. We focus on SDG 3 and the SDG 4 that are good health and well-being and quality education. Next, We are planning to put up solar power plants at our school to utilize solar energy and focus on SDG 7, affordable energy, SDG 9, industry innovation and infrastructure, and SDG 11 and 12 that are sustainable cities and communities and responsible consumption and production. On our list, we are also planning to add a paper recycling unit, where students will collect waste paper from places near them and the waste paper from our school and recycle paper. What we have next on our agenda is to collaborate with NGOs and organizations and physically visit places and help people and educate them about various subjects. We will be doing more volunteer work at these NGOs and organizations and help them achieve their goals in making our community a beautiful place. We are working on the expansion of donation drives, which our school runs on half-yearly basis. Also, we are working towards the expansion of the distribution of vegetables, which are organically grown at our school, to larger masses to end hunger and bring change. RGS has always worked towards raising awareness and bringing change. In the future, we will be working on various other plans, spreading a good message and motivating people to be kind, to bring smiles to people's faces. With this, I would like to thank you all and promise that we will always give our best to our planet. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Thank you, RGS. And I'm sure you're going to keep up your promise. Great work. I would love to know more about your app that you guys created. And please do share it afterwards. And your initiatives for reusing plastics are amazing. Love the display at the exhibition and the way they have done very mindfully. Hope the students are getting a lot of encouragement. Supporting underprivileged is a great initiative to inculcate empathy among students. That's great. Kudos, girls. It's time for Indirapuram Public School, Indirapuram, to share its journey. Maybe have Aditya Vyas to share the screen.
Good evening, everyone. I am Aditya Vyas of Grade 7, proudly representing our school, Indirapuram Public School, Indirapuram. We are really excited to share our journey by taking up the Rise Up for SDGs journey. But before we start, I would like to say that our journey towards the SDGs is not new. We have been participating in a lot of activities, be it waste segregation, promoting gender equality, discouraging use of plastics, saving every drop of water, working on the 3 R's, mindfulness and well-being, along with many more. Now, first I would like to ask that is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible. It's visible, Aditya. There's another tab. I think you've switched on the tab. Just check it out. Yes. And
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think the first slide. It's
You could go for slide, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Have a look at the glimpses at what we have been doing.
Audio, Aditya, you forgot to include audio?
Ma'am, I did. I think there was a request for annotation that actually cutted that slide.
Never mind.
I will just restart it.
We thoroughly enjoyed doing this activity. We learned to
Ma'am, I think due to the request of annotation, the video will be paused.
Oh. Somebody is requesting for annotations. That's why he's facing glitch in playing this video. Somebody
Yes,
has,
the video is paused.
Just stop sharing and play it again.
Ma'am, during presentation also, like someone was requesting that the whole
Please.
Yes, ma'am. I am doing it again.
Yeah, please do.
क्या कर रहा है तू?
We thoroughly enjoyed doing this activity. We learned to create different things for leaves. And this is what I have created. Yoga has to be fit and healthy. Reuse and recycle.
It goes. Ma'am, the annotation request is actually pausing the video. I will have to share it again.
Please, I request, please do not interrupt the presentations of the participants. Please.
Can we do something about it, Charu? This as well, you solved all the problems for us. This problem also you could.
Continue. Play from here.
Time roller on the floor or in the river. I put it up and throw it in the distance.
Isn't it amazing? And along with all these, participating in the Rise Up for SDGs project has been a great boost to our actions. It has helped us out not only to spread awareness, but by turning our smaller steps into bigger actions. Our heart is filled with pride when we share our kindergartners practicing mindfulness, our first and second graders understanding climate action, sharing our earth, our middle graders talking about gender equality, sustainable work conditions, partnerships for the goals, fair trades, and our seniors taking actions towards achieving the Agenda 2030. And we use multiple ways of presenting our work, be it in the form of posters, actual classroom activities, curriculum integration, etc. I would like to show the best things we felt while and ma'am, that annotation request just a second. Ma'am, please just wait a second. I will actually have.
No worries. Stop.
Sure, ma'am.
No worries, Aditya. That's okay. These are small challenges.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to show the best things we felt while practicing sustainability. Each one of us who participated and contributed actively towards the SDGs was getting awarded, and we are taking the step in our families or communities. Our work was highly acknowledged and appreciated by our school. We got badges for the SDG Scouts, SDG Warriors, and SDG Ambassadors for our efforts towards sustainability. Our major achievement this year is the SDGs into the school curriculum. We are learning each subject, relating it with the specific SDGs. Now, SDGs being embedded into our lives, our families are involved and our friends are engaged. I could just say that with sincere and continuous efforts, we are definitely moving forward. Our future plans include that we have to leave no one behind. That means we have to take everyone together. As we are now well informed about the global goals, our families have been more aware about them. Now, we are planning to explore the realities of the global goals in detail, exploring every targets and what they mean for our community and country by having revised curriculum embedding. The changes we intend to see is very focused work specific to the SDGs, be it in school, family, or the community. Not only that, we have to give our time and learn new skills as well. With target of each one, each 10, every empowered individual will empower the other 10. And this way, we will grow a chain. One of the biggest barriers to global progress is lack of access to skills, meaning that organizations capable of helping us achieve the global goals are trying because they don't have the right skills. We will be working on having the right skills that will help us in the future. With having the right skills, we will be working on empowering the youth who will lead. Our next step would be to simplify and live within our means. Some of the most challenging global goals have to do with overconsumption by those that have more. So we will work to create a judicious roadmap of use of resources by each one in the community, not forgetting focused actions towards the 5 P's: planet, people, prosperity, peace, and partnerships. With this positive vision of empowerment, we intend towards achieving the global goals. Thank you.
Tremendous work, IPS. Every student needs to learn about the world they live in. And with the curriculum embedding, they grow compassion and empathy and learn to take actions. Right? Next in the row, we have another budding STG advocate school, Yadu Public School, Noida. The goalkeeper, Akasha, who has been guided by Ambassador Miss Pooja Sinha.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Is it visible?
Yes, beta, it's
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Akasha Khan of Class 9 from Yadu Public School, Gautam Budh Nagar, Noida, where we aim to provide quality education in the ideal environment surrounded by greenery and historical places, and to create a next generation leader with high ideas and humanity. Today, I want to share my thoughts on sustainable development goals in front of you. Before starting, I just want to make you aware of what are SDGs. So, SDGs were adopted by United Nations in 2015. And by adopting these goals, we will be able to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all the people will enjoy peace and prosperity. There are total 17 SDGs. Now, I am going to tell you about some of the SDGs which are implemented by our school. Goal second, zero hunger. Goal third, good health and well-being. Goal fourth, quality education. Goal six, clean water and sanitation. And goal 15, life on land. Goal second, zero hunger. At YPS, we have a program in which all of us prepare food in our homes and then distribute it to the poor and needy people. We also give food to the animals and also give water to the birds. Goal third, good health and well-being. In our school, we always have a checkup campaign at least twice a year. Everyone pays special attention towards the health of each child. We also have yoga and exercise classes on regular basis to keep our mind and body fit and healthy.
okay.
Goal fourth, quality education. All teachers try to encourage students to study well and they make the classroom an interesting place to study. Everyone is treated equally and the teacher focus on the overall development of the student. Mm. Goal 6, clean water and sanitation. In our school, everyone gives a special attention to the cleanliness of school. Clean water is provided to everyone in the campus. We also have sanitary napkin machine for the girls in our school so that they will not face any difficulties during their menstrual period. Goal 15, Life on land. We try to maintain greenery in our school for creating a healthy environment. We celebrate birthdays in our school by planting a tree in the school. We all try to reuse the waste materials in our homes for creating new and valuable things. Our future action plans. In October 2021, on Gandhi Jayanti, we will be presenting a Nukkad Natak in society to motivate people for saving water. Students of Environment Club will visit door to door in Safabad village and counsel people to stop using polythene. School will sign a contract with a company which will collect all the paper waste from the school and replace the same by planting tree in the school. We all are planning to start calculating the waste produced by each class, and the class which produce least will be awarded with the Earth Savior Award in the form of certificates and medals. Thank you all of you, and my special thanks to SDG's Ambassador Anupam Ma'am for providing us this opportunity. This event was very important for all of us and for our better future. Thank you so much.
That was fantastic, Akasha. And your
Thank
positive
you.
initiatives and your school's vision to empower students with sustainability is amazing. And now you have joined in the chain. I'm sure we are going to have a greater impact by working together, stronger together. Am I right? Yeah? So great work.
Yes, ma'am.
So we agree that awareness create awareness, and that brings the change. And that we are achieving through Rise Up for SDGs project. And we are here stronger together, right? So fantastic. So let's understand from all these young change makers who have joined us, who have presented their school stories today. Let's understand that what do they think about the implementations of the goals and involvement of everyone. So goalkeepers, are you all ready? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are ready. Yes. So I'll float the question. Do you think it's important for everyone to be aware of the goals, and why?
Good evening, ma'am. Please allow me to answer this question.
Oh, yeah, yes. If this is Rashi. Yeah, Rashi, go ahead.
Yes. We think that it is really important for people to understand the importance and be aware of sustainable development goals, because as we all know, our Earth isn't the same as it was before. There, it does not have as much greenery and as much beauty as it used to, and that is all because of us humans. So if we have spoiled something and we can make it better, we can make it more beautiful, uh, then it is our duty to do it. And also, by doing this, we are forging a better tomorrow. We are securing our future, and also we are securing the future of the coming generations. If we don't take action, there might be a time where we won't find trees or clean water to drink or no water at all. So, to make tomorrow better, we must take actions today. That is why everyone should be aware of these goals and take action towards it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Rashi. I think, yes, we all agree with you that the awareness is the key to bring the change. Yes. Thank you so much. So my next question is like, why do you think that the environmental dimension so important to the success of the SDGs? Why it's so important, the environmental dimension, focusing on environmental dimensions? Right? Young change makers?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. Why do you think that the environmental dimension so important to the success of SDGs?
Can I go for it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I think the environmental dimension is really important to the SDGs because, like, it is because of the environment that we exist, that the social problems exist, that the society exists, and the economy exists. So the other two factors for the SDGs, which are social prosperity and economic prosperity, they are like primarily dependent on the environmental prosperity. So that is why there should be an environmental aspect or dimension to the SDGs.
Yes, I agree with you, Arav. It's an environment that where we live in, and it's if it is safe, it is pure, it is cleaner, then we have a future, positive future for us, safe future for us to live in. Yes.
Ma'am, may I please answer that too?
Yes, sure, Sanya.
First of all, thank you for the question. And in my opinion, the environmental factor is the most important for the success of SDGs. Since nature has no boundaries, the environment does not discriminate on the basis of nations and people, and its effect is common to all. Like speaking quite literally, before the collision and diversion of tectonic plates, the world was also geographically one. So it is our responsibility as a global community to look after our future. And I agree with what Rashi said, that the world is not as beautiful as it was. Like in nature, there was a perfect balance of everything, from life cycle to water cycle to food cycle. But with building of concrete roads, the water table did not get flourished, and then with increased population and poverty and corruption, so we as humans have disrupted the entire flow of environment and nature, and thus it is our responsibility to fix it. And also, if we do not do so, then it is the human race which will come to end at the first. So it is very important for us to fix the problems we've created for our own future.
Fantastic. And I'm really, it's really heartwarming to see this young generation thinking of the responsible actions, right? It's really, really important for us to create, to understand our responsibility and to, spread that positive vibes with everyone. Yes, fantastic. Thank you, Sanya. So my next question says, developing and implementing a sustainability plan is just the first step in process, right? We implemented sustainability plan. It is just the first step in the process. You need to show that a positive difference is made when you put the plan into action, like we did while participating in Rise Up for SDGs. There was a plan with us, and we started implementing that, and we start bringing that plan into action. This can be achieved through measuring your progress, which is very important. As a science teacher, I always believe in, you have to have a measurement of what you do. So how do you think your progress could be measured, or your progress can be measured, or how it can be done?
Ma'am, I'd like to take that question.
Yeah, sure. This is
Yes, ma'am. I strongly agree. It's definitely just the first step in the way. And I'd like to give the example of Vidya Kendra, which is very close to our heart. It like started in 2015 with only 40 children, and now in the span of 5 to 6 years, I guess, it has over 360 students. So it's very important to measure how far you've come and to know the loopholes and what exactly you need to work on so that the plan that you've developed can reach to the fullest potential.
Definitely. Anyone else who would like to add on to what Namya said, how you're going to measure the progress that you have done?
Ma'am, I also believe that we can measure the progress we've made by seeing the amount of people who've joined us. Like, how have we been able to influence the people around us?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I add on to that?
Yes, Arav, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think like the one way of measuring our actions, our impact is to really see like how to really go and talk to the people how what you have done, that how it has impacted them. Like suppose I am distributing like sanitary pads to underprivileged women and deprived girls. So like I can know my progress only when I talk to them about the impact to them about like if they are now benefiting through it.
Yes, absolutely. And we have measured our progress while participating in Rise Up for SDGs. We have measured our progress. So many schools working together, so many schools joining us, and still new schools are joining us. So this is really a good progress that we are making. Yes. So the most important question is like, as an individual, like I am Anupam, Rita ma'am, Paramjeet ma'am, or Namya, or Rashi, Charu ma'am, whosoever is there. So how, as an individual, do you do to contribute to meeting the global goals? As an individual, what should be your contribution or what you can do to
Ma'am, I
meet the
would like to
global
answer
goals?
this question.
Yeah, Akasha.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, what I think is, ma'am, as an individual, ma'am, I can focus on my environment, and ma'am, by finding poor people and then providing them good food, good and of course healthy food, and I can plant many trees in my school, in my house, and in my surroundings, and I will try to recycle what is waste material at my house, and also aware the people about the global goals, and aware people in my family, my relatives, and my friends that how SDGs are important for us and also for our future. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Absolutely. Your small actions, every small action contributes to a bigger goal, achievement of bigger goal. Even if
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
turning off the lights which are not in use, even if you are, doing composting like Namya and they told that they have initiated vermiform composting. Yeah, if you are doing a simple taking a pot and composting at home, that is also you are moving ahead with positive
Yes, ma'am.
actions.
Yes,
Fantastic.
ma'am. We can start from small steps to the bigger one.
Absolutely, absolutely right. Anyone else would like to add on?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to add on that. I totally agree that the small steps only grow into larger actions because no matter how small the steps are, we need to knock out that mentality out of the people's mind that if I am alone, then how will my change matter? It's time for us to understand that every change, even a planting a small tree, does matter. Turning off the light does matter. Saving water does matter. Thus, these are the only steps that if everyone as an individual can do, then our earth would become a better and more resourceful place.
Yes, fantastic. And not forgetting the kindness, not forgetting the
Ma'am, I would
empathy.
like to add one more point.
Sure.
Yeah, it's reforms on
Yes,
large
ma'am.
scale. Like if every individual just starts looking around for his or her own respective surroundings, then the most major of the world issue can also be sorted in like days. If we just as individuals start looking around our individual surroundings.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Fantastic, everyone, fantastic. I think everybody needs a big round of applause here. Yeah. Thank you. That was Team Guardians. And we must agree that the Sustainable Development Goals remain the blueprint for transformation. And we must work now more than ever to ensure that we have a sustainable recovery that is just, green, healthy, and that leaves no one behind. And as Rise Up for SDGs has planted the seeds to nurture young minds, I'm sure we are all growing in the right directions. And I request everyone who has joined us today, close the eyes, keep the hand on your heart, and pledge with us. Aditya, can you please share that pledge screen so that everyone, listen to, or if they are not closing their eyes, at least they can read it.
Yes, ma'am. I have
Yeah,
just received it right.
please keep
And,
your
and
hands.
Charu, as they do it, if you can just take a screenshot. Oh, no, now it's gone. Okay. We'll finish this and then all of us can probably take a screenshot of this.
Yes, let's do it.
Sure.
I pledge. Are we ready? Yay.
Yes, ma'am.
I pledge myself to preserve and protect the earth's fertile soils, mighty forests and rivers, wildlife and minerals. For on, the, for on these her greatness was established and her strength depends. I pledge to improve the environment so that we can create a healthier, cleaner, and safer world for all of our families. I believe that small actions can bring about big changes, and so I pledge to maintain an environmentally green home and community, recycle as much as possible, eliminate unnecessary waste, and conserve energy. Amen. Thank you so much. Now we come to the end of today's journey, which will continue for the next few days. I would also like to take this opportunity to invite Ma'am Paramjeet Kaur Dhillon, who has been a guiding light for all of us. Ma'am,
so happy, so delighted, so satisfied to see these young goalkeepers coming up and speaking. Children give won our hearts. There were challenges. Children were coming in between. They were disturbing us and distracting us. It's all right. These things are going to happen when we work as SDG warriors. When we move ahead, taking care of sustainable development goal, preaching them, which you're doing now, practicing them, which we do it in our school, these challenges would be there. But once everybody knows, nobody would be a challenge. Thank you so much, Rita, for making all of the practice and this group, Anupama. I'm so delighted, so happy at the outcome of RiseUp for SDGs project. It is so satisfying, very, very satisfying. It is our project. Each one of us own this project. And this is a practice which we have to go for.
Good evening, ma'am.
It is an entire life project. It is a mission. It is passion. It is not 9 months. It is not
Good evening, ma'am.
celebration. Darling, good evening. We are warriors and we are going to go for this on and on and on. Thank you so much. God bless you, Anupama. Thank you very much, Rita. I really love this group for putting up everything. Little boys and girls, they came forward and speak. And Arav, congratulations. We're so proud of you. Rather, I was put down, I have all my notes. I thought maybe I'll be putting this up tomorrow on my Facebook page. Arav was there, then Ramya Gupta, then Namya Lakhanpal, Sonam Singh, and Rashi, Vashishtha. I think they are sisters, two of them, Aditya, Aditya, Akansha Khan, everybody, sweethearts, you won our hearts. We are so delighted. Word would be in safe hands. Now you are the leaders and we are your followers. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And the show can't get over unless we invite our dear ma'am Rita Singh, who has been great motivation and inspiration. What do you, ma'am?
I don't know. We are the inspirations of these little girls and boys have been there. I mean, last 2 days spent with us, with them, has already made me a little more enriched than I was 2 days ago. And I think that is what learning is all about. If you're better than what you were last year or a decade ago, that's one satisfying thing. So thank you, Arav, Aditya, Rashi, Akasha, Sanya, Aravya, Namya, Lavanya, and Ritvika. I hope I'm not left any name. If I have, my apologies. Anupam can add on to the name. And it has been lovely. And all those young ambassadors, SDG ambassadors like Dipali, and again, I'm forgetting those names, who were there in assistance with Anupam. I'm sure they've done their bit in preparing these children. And you have been ambassadors, of course, SDG ambassadors. You have also been ambassadors to the school that you represented. So I'm sure your principals, your teachers would be so happy seeing you on an international platform. It doesn't seem to be international today because there is no presence from outside. But the fact is, this particular journey is another 11 more days to go, and we have a whole lot of, because since ma'am has initiated this project and it has been almost 9 months that this Rise Up for SDG started. So far we were with the senior people, the elder people, like I was telling you in the private practice session. It's your planet now, Sanuki. We are about to leave, so you guys have to look after this planet. But the fact is, whatever Paramjeet ma'am, myself, and all these young not so young teachers are trying to do, they're just trying to give you a planet which we're really spoiled. So we're just trying to get rid of our guilt, and we're trying to do something. But the fact is, it is in your interest that you do what you're doing. And all those mischief makers today, remember, they will be there in your life forever. Like ma'am said, these challenges are constant, and how do you overcome them will decide how big a warrior you are. So the Bichel, I'm sure lots are still to be done, and lots are still to be. And I'm so glad, Anupam, it was a lovely start to this celebration. And I'm sure this is how Paramjeet ma'am would have envisioned it. So you have been able to match up with her dream. So I'm sure this is something very, very nice. So
thank you.
God bless all of you, and let this conference be a trendsetter in your minds and in your hearts, And I hope, just like Arav, you all also set on into a path which leads into something very beautiful for you, and of course for the world, which is yet to be shaped up. So God bless all of you.
Thank you so much. And ma'am, just to add on, with the vision of Indirapuram Public School, each one teach 10. You know, when we joined, you know, we were the only one participated. Yes. And the other 5 school, all were there, and they were so excited to be a part of this platform. And that was 5 days were so amazing. Have been
And weren't they
really
beautiful?
learning.
Yes, it was so beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
And our personal message from Paramjit ma'am and the entire RiseUp4SDGs team to your principals for giving us gems today.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how can we forget to invite Bushra ma'am to say a few words? Bushra ma'am? Is she here?
I think she's probably left early, so I don't see her, so that's fine. She sends Bushra ma'am sends love to all these children, and she got a little occupied, so does not really matter. I'm sure she would be watching your program from somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Charu ma'am, you have been, you know, all the way turning the stones, you know, and I'm really happy and glad to work with you, and really happy. And would you like to share, say a few words of encouragement?
Yeah,
Charu
thank
ma'am.
you, Anupam ma'am. It's really a very enriching journey throughout. When we started in January, we never thought we'll reach till September, but what we start, we end as well. But the ending is so beautiful, and it's not an ending, but we are still continuing, and I think we'll be continuing.
I think this ending has given rise to a new beginning with these children, no?
Absolutely.
It's a beginning.
Yes,
So
it's a
this
beginning.
morning only we were thinking, what next?
We have something in mind.
Whatever next, we are with you. We are together. Whatever next.
SDGs, it's together.
Together.
Yes.
And thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Arav. Thank you so much, Arav. Your presence
Thank
made
you.
it more special. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
everyone.
May I have a word, ma'am, please? Anupam, ma'am, just one thing. I
Yes,
needed
ma'am.
to tell you. May I?
Yes,
Yes,
Swati is
Swati
there.
ma'am. Yes, sure.
First thing is, congratulations would be an understatement, ma'am. Today, the series of celebration, we had such a lovely inauguration when it started today. You know what? After seeing this entire presentation, despite all the glitches and hiccups, everything, what I felt is you got the perfect name for your team.
The
Who
guardians.
these are guardians of this planet, if not these people? Arav, Rashi, Sania, Namia, Akashi, Aditya. I wanted to note down all the names. I'm overwhelmed. Wonderful. This last part, it's like we know in whose hands we are. Yes, you went on mentioning we are guilty of having spoiled this planet for you. We as guardians didn't do what we should have. We are just trying to make up in a little way. You are the guardians now, and there cannot be better guardians than you. All the best, children. Just loved it. Wonderful presentation, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Anupam is fine. Anupam is fine.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone.
With your
Good
permission,
evening.
ma'am, I think we'll finish this conference.
Yes, I think.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.